My dear friends, I am R Gopinath, also known as KRG. Let me welcome each and every one of you to my YouTube channel KRG Vision. I thank you very much for joining me in this video. Tragedy of waste. You can call it TOW. Today, I want to share one of my dream projects. Now, when I say dream, it might sound funny to some of my friends or to viewers, but I assure you, it is a serious vision with its national importance. There are two kinds of fools in this world: those who give advice and those who don't take it. These are not my words. They are from the great Nani Palkiwala, the former director of Tata Sons, a brilliant economist and India's former ambassador to the USA. I proudly admit I belong to the first category, that is, those who give advice. But I sincerely hope my viewers will not belong to the second category. When I say flood water is a precious national asset, many may smile or even laugh. But think about it. Every year we spend crores and crores of rupees on flood relief, and just after few months later on drought relief too. At the same time, our water tables keep falling, depleting, perennial rivers are drying up, and wetlands are disappearing. Is this not a tragedy of waste? Not just waste of water, but also a waste of money, resources, and opportunities. My dream. This dream has been shaped by ancient Indian scriptures and books of wisdom. My studies in Japan during the 1990s, my visit to Holland to study seawater intrusion, and my professional experience in rainwater harvesting projects. During the monsoon, massive quantities of rainwater, say runoff water, rush into drains, then to rivers, and finally get lost in the sea. Meanwhile, the demand of water grows every single year, just like our population. Why not we channel this excess rainwater to where it is needed most? Why not convert the fury of the floods into prosperity of abundance? My vision. Just as the metro network uses underground tunnels to bypass congested streets, imagine underground water tunnels channeling runoff water from flooded urban areas to various places. First, delivering it to rural areas, industries, dried up rivers, and water scarce regions. Next, even replenishing wastelands or industrial estates that require huge quantity of water to meet their demands. This is not science fiction. Our brilliant engineers already operate tunnel boring machines with world-class skill. That means the technology exists. Only thing is the will, what is required, is missing. Let me talk about my practical experience. When I was in Japan for my business management course decades ago, I saw innovative yet simple methods for large-scale water management, particularly diversion of flood water from one area to other area. As with any great idea, my proposal to divert water from lower level to higher level initially faced opposition. When I recommended this concept to the French directors of Saint-Gobain glass manufacturing unit in Chennai, a French collaboration, they questioned me. How can you go against Newton's law of gravitation? They asked. I replied, seeing is believing. To verify my approach, they traveled all the way from Chennai to Palakkad, Kerala state, to see my project at Pepsi Company. There, using ICC, that is the interconnecting collection chamber principle, at strategic points, we enabled smooth water flow even across uneven terrain conditions. Impressed by this, the French directors approved my project at Saint Gobain in Chennai immediately without any other doubts. Since then, I have successfully applied this technique to complete numerous projects under varied site conditions. This ICC technology can be adapted on a much large scale through underground tunnels to channel our country's floodwaters effectively. Seawater intrusion, a hidden threat and an untapped opportunity. Seawater intrusion is becoming a serious and a growing threat in many urban areas across our country. This is yet another tragedy of waste, TOW. But like every challenge, it can also be transformed into abundance and prosperity, supplementing our natural wealth and asset. Threatening natural phenomenon. Seawater intrusion happens when salt water pushes into our freshwater sources, especially in coastal regions. Left unchecked, it can destroy agriculture, damage ecosystem, and deprive us of drinking water. My solution for the seawater intrusion: turning a tragedy into triumph. My dream is simple but powerful. When urban floods occur in coastal areas, we can channel that excess water through underground tunnels. Then divert this water to artificially constructed canals running parallel to the sea. Benefits of this innovative project tremendous. It can prevent or greatly reduce water intrusion into our aquifers. Revive and nourish beachside aquifers like the freshwater springs what we see at Chennai Marina Beach. It can create tourist attraction by designing these canals with beauty and charm and craftsmanship, offering boating, shopping, and recreation facilities. It can boost the economy, much like Holland, which has turned this challenge of seawater intrusion into a national asset and a major revenue source. I have personally studied about these projects much in details. I visited Holland along with my chief executive, Dr. Raghuram, and also with my resource person, Dr. N. Varadarajan. And we learned many important things from Holland about seawater intrusion. I can never forget the word ROI, return on investment, because when I first submitted my proposal for constructing rainwater harvesting project at Tata Motors Limited, Jamshedpur, the senior executives at the head office rejected my proposal. Reason? The ROI was not feasible. But then the matter reached the attention of late Sri Ratan Tata ji. In his calm yet powerful way, Sri Tata ji returned the proposal with a single thought-provoking remark: when there is no water, where is your ROI? That one sentence not only got the project approved, It marked the beginning of my long and meaningful journey with Tata Group of Industries. My dear friends, let me draw your kind attention to this image. This gives a glimpse of my dream project. You see, during heavy monsoon, the river gets flooded. Normally, the flood water damages everything in the vicinity of the river. Now here, we are converting the fury of the flood into plenty and prosperity for our farmers and our community members at large. Now you can see the water from the higher elevation on the bank of the river through my ICC, that is interconnecting collection chambers, diverted to newly constructed reservoirs. From that reservoir through pipe, it is going to farmland and also to other areas where water is required. You can also see another one interesting thing. This construction of this type of small reservoirs facilitate to get water from the surrounding area. That means to get stagnating water from the surrounding area to the reservoir, and later during summer this water can be used by the farmers on and surrounding the area of the reservoir. Ultimately, this can be controlled by number of valves and also laying number of pipes. The surplus water can be finally diverted to the river. My dear and esteemed viewers, I request each and every one of you to like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel KRG Vision. Your support will become a great source of inspiration for me to go ahead with more and more beneficial presentations. Thank you very much.